cosmic strands in a quiet flow. Numbers hum through ethers, weave the verse ignites what souls believe. Stars cast light on wealth's soft call. Truth beats deep within us all.
Welcome back to the #1 altcoin show in all crypto. We talk about meme coins. We talk about astrology. We talk about numerology. We're straight degens. We're glitching in the matrix. And today we got a special episode because Ethereum hit all-time highs. We told you so. Fuck anyone who said it otherwise. It's altcoin season, baby. Let's freaking go. Build the bull. What is going on and what's your views on the market today?
Oh, en fuego. Let me restream this because everyone needs. I mean, we deserve like thousands of people on the stream, man, because we've been predicting stuff like this, and the time is here, man. The time is here, and it's exciting. I think the next 2 weeks are what we've all wanted. What we all wanted. Hold on, I'm like literally.
Yeah, do your thing, man. But like I said, guys, please do me a favor. If you're viewing this live stream, comment 3 friends down below that you think are coping because they're not DJing with us. Also, hit that like button and share this out. Let's get more people in here. I know a lot of you guys are in the same projects me and Bill are in. So the best way to market your projects, get eyes on your meme coins, altcoins, all that good stuff, is by sharing this live stream because our goal is to get the word out. We'll teach you about TA. We'll teach you about numerology. We'll tell you if a coin is trash, or we'll tell you if we're going to ape it because just that's how we do it, bro. We keep it real. It's another beautiful day in the Matrix, and man, I am excited for this, my man. So good stuff.
Let's go, baby. Oh man, we're talking offline. Like we'll talk about the rotation. I think the time is if you're sitting on the sideline, like bro, we'll just stick to bonds.
No, yeah, stick to boomer stocks and all that good stuff.
I mean,
man.
There's really no reason to like be on the sideline at this point, like at all.
Yes, sir. Just want to get a quick shout out to Gunnerboat. Awesome to have you in here. One of the day one followers of my live streams. This guy's an absolute legend, guys. Please follow him. Always good to have you in. Guga, what's up, homie? One of the biggest degens ever. He's in the trenches. He's on every single blockchain, but he ain't on Solana, and that's for sure. Shout out to baserecon.eth. Thank you so much for reposting this stream. I love
Recon actually. Base Recon's actually part of the Topi Labs. He's a part of the core team. One of the best.
Yeah, man. It's good to have him. Always good to have you in here, man. And also, shout out to the Topi Army, baby. I remember when Bill was telling me, he's like, yo. NFTs are going to come back. I got to admit, bro, I thought it was being extremely doubtful. I was like, I don't know about that. But, dude, this shit is skyrocketing. I'm glad I minted one. I need to update my PFP with the Topi guys. Dude, rep that shit.
Let me just explain to you guys. First of all, money is just going to go. All eyes are on alts, and that's great. But eventually, alts top. People aren't going to be like, all right, let's cash it out and go to the bank. No, they'll be like, what's the next sector? Guess what? The next sector is NFTs. Oh, what has never had a bull run? Base NFTs. That makes sense. Now let's see here. What projects should we invest in? Oh, I don't know. Maybe ones that have been around since April with a guy who speaks who's docs his shit, who is out there and your money's safe. Okay, number 2, IP, the Pudgy Penguins of base. Cool. Number 3, I don't think people realize, Chris, the floor, there's like 50 Topies under 0.01 ETH, right? I could sweep that today and boom, there you go. Like just sell under 0.01 ETH. Now, Gugod one of the Goo Gods quotes that I love, always loved, is what's the best form of marketing, Chris?
Green candles.
Green candles. And then what happens? Oh shit, Topi's this. And we have ideas that are going to really put us on the map. So yeah, not financial advice, but you should probably ape a Topi.
Love it, man. Love it, man. And hey, I gotta say, man, NFTs are coming right around the corner. I know Guga called it money laundering season, but like I said, there's a lot of great NFT projects that don't do that stuff, and I think Topi is going to be one. And keep in mind, we saw the Pingus do really well on Ethereum. They launched a token on Solana, and then now they have the abstract chain that's doing great. And there's an opportunity for NFTs on base to explode, and I think Topi's is positioned accordingly. Billable, any last thoughts before we move on to the next stuff?
No, not at all. Just market's good. So pick your poison and sit back and chill and enjoy the show. We've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yes, sir. And also a quick shout out to my boy Utah Crypto. It's good to have you here, my man. Straight DJ from the Bitunix community, guys. Please show this man some love. He's my favorite non-Mormon from Utah. All right. So Bill.
Yeah.
Been doing some research, right? You know how we're like astrology guys and stuff. So I got something, and I'm excited to show Bill this. I didn't even have an offline conversation with him because we talk a lot offline about stuff. But this is I'm really excited to show you. I want to get your thoughts on this.
Let's do it.
So Blood Moon coming in September 8th of this year, right? To correspond to that Blood Moon, we actually have a bunch of stuff launching right after the Blood Moon. And so this is like the part of crypto that gets kind of freaky. First thing, Robinhood Chain. I couldn't find the tweet of the date, but guess when Robinhood Chain is launching, bro? Just take a guess on the date.
The day of the Blood Moon?
9/9. The day after Blood Moon. Robinhood launching 9/9. So let's move on to the next one. I got information that Tether is launching their own blockchain. I forgot the name of it, but they're actually launching the second week of September. The Tether blockchain, and it's going to be used for stablecoin transactions, all that stuff. I'm not going to get into it, right? Well, but here's the thing, Bill. There's actually more to this, which is even crazy.
Tell me.
Lania, they're doing their TGE event the second week of September. So, Bill, before I get to the next part of my analysis, because there's a little bit more to this, and it gets into the altcoin season timing. What's your thoughts on some of the biggest events in crypto happening directly right after the Blood Moon?
They want to make you their exit liquidity.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. They know what's up. I think market's pumping. What better way to launch something when the market's red hot and people think, oh my God, this is amazing, to the moon before some event happens? Get your exit liquidity. Thank you. Come again.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking, man. I think we'll probably see these things launch extremely bullish, and then the event happens and we get a ritual. I hope it's not like a crazy crash, but there will be some sort of correction, some capacity, and then after that, the market will resume. So the reason why I want to bring this up is because I also heard some rumors that Circle is launching a blockchain, and it might be in the same time frame. So you guys might see like 5 or 6 big crypto events happen in like a 3-week period of time. And it's so crazy how it falls right after the Blood Moon. So
crazy.
Cool, man. All right. And then my next thing, Build the Bull. We got to talk about the Year of the Horse coming on February 18th. No, February 29th. I got to double check, but it's 18th or 29th of 2026. Okay. Now, here's something else I've been looking at. So we got the Blood Moon, a little bit of correction. Then we'll probably get a pump there on after that. Maybe. We'll see. But then I did some research. Bear Chain, one of the top VC funded firms out there, their token unlock, and you won't believe this, they start having a massive VC unlock. And this is like when VCs get their tokens back. Right now, there's no VC unlocks. It happens on February 7th of 2026, a couple weeks before the year of the horse. Now, Bear Chain's a very heavy VC funded. There's a lot of people backing. I think Bear Chain is going to do good up until this VC unlock, and then it's going to get ritualized. I just want to make that clear. So this isn't me shilling Bear Chain. This is me just reading the VC funds. And to verify that buildable, I wanted to go and check another heavily VC funded token, BSX, the hyper liquid competitor. Their token unlock is happening at basically the beginning of January. And you have it starts right after Christmas, but at the beginning of January of 2026, that is when their VC unlock is coming in. So, Bill, my thoughts right now is sometime between the blood moon all the way up until I would probably say middle of January, end of January. That's when we're going to have our blow off top altcoin season. What's your thoughts on this analysis?
Yeah, I think we'll have a lot more perspective once the next 2 weeks play out. Like, for instance, like if Doge hits all-time highs or like some crazy stuff happens, then I would think differently, because I would say, hey, maybe this is the blow off top. I don't think that's happening though. But depending on how the charts look, I think we have a massive run for the next 2 weeks before the new moon, end of August. And guys, for those that don't realize, look at what happens the last new moon. New moons are typically the cycle, the local tops, and every time it dumps after. And now this time you're pairing it with a blood moon 2 weeks later. I think it's disaster. But then you have this correction. So September, go away, touch grass. But yeah, I do believe that the last run up will be November, December. And actually, Chris, did you listen to the Waters Above video I sent you?
Yes.
Dude. So he's incredible. And when Mercury stations retrograde, the final time in a lunar cycle, that's when things just go bonkers. And he believes that's what's going to happen now, which aligns with Bitcoin tops November. December, we have massive alt season, and we top out in January, which would follow 2017 cycle to a T. And then end of January, the bear market starts, which would be a few weeks before the year of the horse. And in March, everything goes literally to hell.
I agree, man. And it's crazy. Waters Above was talking about that correction on the blood moon. He wasn't saying like a crash, but there's going to be like a quick correction, recover, come back up, and then we start to see things peak out between November, December. And what's crazy about what he's saying is the events that I showed you guys here up until when the VC unlocks, because keep in mind, the VC unlocks is them saying that altcoin season's over. That's basically what they're telling you. I'm just translating to you, the audience, just so you guys are aware. And here's the best part about this. No other live stream has this. They're not talking about this. They did not bring this up. You're only hearing it here first. So that's why you guys should share this out, because we're trying to educate the people. So long story short, man, it's going to get really exciting in September, man. I don't know what to expect. It's going to get crazy, and I'm just excited, bro. And look, we've been doing this for 3 years. Well, technically a little bit longer, but for this cycle, we've been locked in for 3 to 4 years, and it's coming to an end, man. So
yeah, I mean, it really is. This is this is the time. Oh, I could stream this to my audience. Shit, I didn't realize that. Yeah, this is the time, man. This is the time we've been waiting for. I think you're foolish if you think the cycle's going to run again in 2026. Don't be sheep. Don't be like, oh, this time's different. Oh, institutions are here. Please don't fall into that trap. The bull run's done in next year, straight up. And you'll be panicking when everything gets shorted to the ground. So, yeah, this is it. All we've been waiting for. This is it. Next 3 months, lock in and secure that bag.
Yes, sir. Love it, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. So here, I'll pull up a chart if you want to get the last word to your audience. I'll just talk about some quick charts, and we'll just keep it moving, man, if that's good with you.
Def.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I got to tell you, I need to talk about the dinosaur, because look, the dinosaur, it's breathing life, my man. All I got to say is screw Pepe. We're flipping Pepe. I'm still bullish. I'm still the king of the Yi army. I still love this project token. And when a big move's coming, me and Bill will tell you here first about it. So one thing that I just want to bring up, we had a little bit of a correction. Every project has to go through its growing pains. But one thing that really sticks out to me with Yi right now, came up, came back down, retested this trend line from 3 months ago. And bro, we're setting up for that crazy deviation that Bill the Bull has taught us about. When you see these massive dip downs from trend lines, come back up, retest it, and then confirm that we're following that uptrend, we're ready for the next explosion. And just like I've seen on all these other charts, we've done this over 10 times. I'm seeing the same setup happening here on Yi. We're just calling it up a little bit sooner than we usually do. So like I said, Yi looks great. It's sitting at about a $4.4 million market cap. And I think this is going to be one of the top altcoins coming into altcoin season. Well, top meme coins coming to altcoin season. Bill Bull, any thoughts on Yi the dinosaur?
You know, you love those deviations. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the chart tells everything. You can have the best narrative, but the chart doesn't lie. So yeah, this thing is coming back in. So I do expect to move up. I think that deviation was bought quickly, so expect higher numbers for the Yi army.
Yes, sir. Love it, man. Love it, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Awesome. So, do you want to go back and forth, or do you? How you want to do this? So, you got any coins you're looking at?
Let's go back and forth.
Okay. What you looking at, my man?
Well, right now, I think all eyes are on majors. I think I have to show people some charts. So, number one, money flows. I've been tracking a lot of these majors, and money flows from Bitcoin and then eventually goes to Ethereum. And, you know, Ethereum's doing a thing, but then what happens afterwards, money rotates to the majors. And then it goes to the mid majors and then your degen stuff. So right now, I highly recommend everyone start paying attention to things like Doge, SHIB, maybe not SHIB, Litecoin, Cardano, XRP, Doge. I just want people to see something, and I want people to just see what I'm seeing. You guys draw your own conclusions. So let's pull this back to like a 2-day chart. So let's take out some of these. And again, this is indicative of like every major coin. So zoom out. You're looking at the Doge chart, right? And I like Doge a lot too. You have this beautiful double rounded bottom that, you know, is taking place for about 6 months. You have this one move up, two move up, and now you're about to hit. And again, this first leg up in July took us to, or no, this was November of last year. This is your wave one. Took us to 46 cents. Double bottom, a year correction, right? So in LA wave theory, we have, let's see. This was your impulse move one. This is your move two. And then we're going to be working on your third wave, right? And then within each wave, there's subwaves. So this would be, after this is the second wave, you have one first, and then you're working on your wave three. There's one move, there's two moves. That's one of three. 1, 2, and now we're about to go for the highest point ever. I don't know exactly where it's going to take us, but technically, this should take us above at least to 48 cents. Currently, it's at 24 cents. You might not be thinking, oh, whatever, it's a 2x. Not if you lose the leverage. And right now, if you zoom in, these charts are just ready to go. This is, to me, a classic Wyckoff accumulation. You had your deviation. You know these deviations, your spring event. And then it's just going back into play. Up, down, up, down. It broke out yesterday. Retest. This blue line's the support, 24 cents. And then, you know, if this plays, this can be a moneymaker. Same thing with Litecoin. Same thing with Cardano. Cardano looks really good. So right now, I know it's not sexy, but I think the trenches, the majors are ready to catch a bid, which means your mid-majors and below are going to absolutely crush.
Love it, man. Good stuff. So when Doge starts running, how do you think that's going to impact the meme coin market?
It go ballistic.
Yes, sir. Man, that's awesome, man. Man, you got me all excited, dude. You got me all hyped. That's awesome.
For sure. I think when Doge starts running, you're gonna start seeing crazy things. Hey Elon, if you're listening, bro, just announce you're integrating Doge into Twitter, please, for my bags. Just do it, bro, right now, and just watch this thing go to $1, like in a god candle, please.
Dude, that would be probably one of the most legendary things to happen in crypto because
Oh my gosh, how insane would that be if he just says "fuck it" and you just see a god candle to $1? Like,
dude, you know the funny part about it was the funny part about it is he would definitely do that. That's crazy.
But yeah, he definitely would. I mean, listen, I think at the end of the day, I think the highest it'll go, because I'll just share this one more time. I think without some sort of crazy news like that. Oh, someone got banned.
Oh yeah, so somebody was talking trash. Just let him go.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, let's see. Yeah. So let's listen to this. I mean, look at this double bottom, bro. This is just literally Doge at some point is going to run, and this is actually, to be honest, I don't think it's ready for $1 because it's double bottom. This looks like a classic Wyckoff as well. In a grand scheme, maybe it hits like, I don't know, this level here, 35 cents, drops, who knows? But the measured move of this massive cup and handle, because it is performing a cup and handle, if it does break out, would be about 60 cents on this leg up, which would be insane. I would love that so much if it gets to 60 cents. And then it chills for the blood moon. And then end of the year, Elon integrates that. So, yeah, dude, that's what I'm targeting.
Love it, man. Hey, great analysis. And look, guys, you train on leverage and all that good stuff. Got a link down below. If it was Bitunix, right?
Yeah,
Bitunix. So if you guys ever trade and you want to use a referral link, you do get a sign up bonus, all that good stuff. Check out the link down below and DJ responsibly. So good stuff. So moving on, dude. I gotta tell you, man, the pump tire trenches on Poleschain have been going absolutely crazy, dude.
Really?
Every time I move over to like Base or ETH, something pops off on Poleschain. And so since we had the Peacock launch, pump tires are going left and right. Nothing
tell me about Peacock. Like, why did it do so well? Is that someone's famous coin? Because I honestly, and by the way, I told you last night, I'm going to start paying attention a lot more to Pulse. I think at times now, and your boy actually just got paid too from Base. So let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got late night on Base turning into late night on pump tires. Let's freaking go, baby. Just kidding. But basically what happened with Peacock was you remember Liberty Swap where they do like the cross chain bridges into Poleschain. Yeah. So there's this guy named I think it's Humpty Whale or Humpback Whale. He was a really big dev on pump tires and he launched Peacock, sent 25% to their wallet, and basically Liberty Swap took it over and said, yeah, this is our token we're backing.
Gotcha.
And so what happened was right when this news came out, this thing did like, it must have been like a 1,000x or something. I'll give you rough. Yeah, it did roughly, it did more than 100x. So it probably did like a 200, 500x. And so this token went absolutely crazy. And then pump tire tokens were launching left and right. And this was like the main focus right when this happened. So long story short, the reason why Peacock is so important is because it's basically the mascot of Liberty Swap, and Liberty Swap is the most talked about dApp on Poleschain. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a lot of that going on. And then the other big thing, man, did you hear about the Alamo and TFC launch?
Yeah, Brandon's thing, right?
Yeah. So basically when Alamo, we'll bring up the Alamo chart, but I gotta show you the TFC chart, dude. So last time I showed it to you, the thing was literally going up parabolic. It looked like you're in like a calculus class. So
that's crazy.
It went up extremely parabolic, and then we had a little bit of correction. So the big thing about these tokens, man, is when you got like a low liquidity pump, it goes up really, really fast, but then the corrections are pretty gnarly.
Is this TFC?
This is TFC, yes.
Wasn't Goo trying to tell me to buy the top? Goo. Goo, this ain't my first rodeo, bro.
Yeah, I remember that live stream. Yeah.
He just wants me to be a proud bag holder.
TSC Maxi, baby.
See, now, Goo, now at a discount, this is much more appealing to me than buying when you were telling me to buy at the top like I love you, man, but like the top of the top of yesterday is the bottom of today. It's like at some point it's not gonna be.
Right. Right. But I think ultimately, my man, this is actually on a discount. And because we had this parabolic takeoff and coming back in, I mean, I don't like to TA these types of charts because let me just show you the liquidity. The liquidity is 503K and the market cap's 30 million. So
But
when you get
I come from it from a non-biased point of view. I know you guys know the founders and you guys probably have big bags, but to be honest with you, this is not a good chart at all. Well, it's going to take time. Like I've never seen a chart go parabolic, have this massive drop, and then shoot back up like a instant recovery. There's no way it's going to instant recover. And I have to be honest with you. Like I think it's good, but like now that you have this big red candle on the way up, people are going to start selling. Like unless if they pull some magic, and this is not the only attention. So to be honest with you, I don't think this is bullish whatsoever. That's just crazy of a dip. So yeah, man, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not. I get it, man. These types of charts, this is probably, I will say that with the TFC project, it's probably one of the most unique things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And it's one of these projects that you only find on Poleschain because Poleschain, you get this like strange folklore and you get these crazy utility mechanics like PDI like out is very, it's like I would probably say PDI is like a unicorn. TFC is like a unicorn. PTGC, I would say, is even a unicorn. So, in my opinion, just based off of me being part of this project and being in for so long, I do think at some point it will recover. Do I think in the short time will cover right away? No.
Yeah.
But I do think this thing will come back.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I do agree with you. I think there's too much mind share, and I think you guys are saying that the supply control and all that stuff. I have no doubt it's going to recover. But in crypto, while your money could be used for something like it's better, I shouldn't say better, but it's just like all relative. While your money's tied into something, other assets can appreciate. But if you don't care about that, you're just like, screw it, I'll just let it sit. Then that's cool too. Teach.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah, so that's what was going on with TFC. We had a little bit of gnarly correction, and then Alamo. So Alamo chart did have a correction. I would be very straight up honest with you, but the correction doesn't seem as gnarly as what was going on with TFC when I go in the daily. So we basically had a massive pump. I think this thing did something like a 200 or 300x. And we got through, let's look at a lot of meme coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're going through our correction. And we're coming down to, we got close to 70%. So if you guys follow the law of meme coins, typically it's an 80% correction after a massive pump. So in my opinion, Alamo, which builds liquidity behind TFC, chart's doing a little bit, is correcting right now, but we're going to catch a bottom. And I think this is going to be a big play in the next leg up, in my opinion, not financial advice. But these were the two hot projects that came after the Peacock pump. And that's basically the three big giants on Poleschain, if that makes sense, that did their thing. See what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So that was Poleschain. Those are the big three ones. There are a couple other ones that are doing really, really well. Let me do an honorable mention to one of my favorite projects, Morpheus.
How about a bag?
Yes, sir. How you like? Yes, sir. We got more. We got late night on base.
I'm in. Send that to Moon. I like it because I bought the Poleschain version. Can't say I like know much about it, but I respect what they're doing, and got in at like 60K market cap, so I'm chilling. Like, let's see what happens.
Yeah, and we got one question here. Is it dumping right now, or should I buy? So if you're referencing TFC and or Alamo, I would wait for a bottom confirmation. Anytime I get this question, what I mean, I always answer the same way. Bottom confirmation. You usually want to see a dump followed by a doji. Once you see that doji and you see a bullish engulfing candle right after that, that indicates a reversal. So I would always wait for reversal signs. I would not buy a falling knife. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, falling knives are never. I mean, it's just too difficult. Who knows where it is the first time? But again, only you can answer that question, sir. Nothing we say is financial advice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome. But yeah, man, what's interesting about Morpheus, there's liquidity being built on Pulse Chain. There's also liquidity on Ethereum. And basically the development team, they're building an aggregator and they're also building more projects on top of Pulse Chain. So in my opinion, this is a great time if you're into V2 liquidity providing. It's sitting at 14K, but I do think the liquidity is going to get a lot thicker, and we're going to get up to $1 million within the next 1 to 2 months.
Let's
So
go. Then the
now
whales
that,
come.
yes, sir, yes, sir. So this thing's been growing. I had liquidity when it was like sub 5K, and it grew to 14K in like a week. So I can't imagine where it's going to be in 2 or 3 weeks. And on top of that, Bill, chart looks beautiful. Let me go in the daily. Liquidity was added on, I believe that was the 26th on the 8th day. Came back down, trade sideways, and then it's slowly creeping up. So overall, man, I like the chart, and I'm bullish on the team. So yeah, man, that's all I got for Pulse Chain, man. So looking really, really good. You got any cooks on Base, ETH,
Well, yeah,
Solana?
I do. So like, I think right now, I think everyone should pay attention to ETH mainnet memes. I just really do. There's two in particular that I'm blown away by. I mean, yeah, Base is great and Base will have its season, but I just think, let me show you two charts. You can tell me what you think about it, Chris.
Okay.
And I can't help myself, but like, I can't see anything negative to say. The first chart I'm showing here is Joe. Now, Joe is very well known in the ETH communities. It's following like, very strong tribe, a lot of big names. What I'm showing here again is a 2-year. This is not a project that launched yesterday. It's a 2-year project that has formed this massive, I guess you could say, pennant. It broke down, as I've talked about this before. It broke down, but it got back up. It hit its previous high of, what was this, 90 million, 70 million, whatever. And then it had its like month-long retracement since June, which was now, a falling wedge, which is bullish, and it's now broken out of it. This blue line's around 40 million, and it's broken out again, now forming a massive cup and handle. And if you look at the 3-day chart, the stock is automatically at 0, so it's massive room to run. I cannot help, Chris, but think this is a 1, 2, 1, a massive cup and handle. This little mini cup and handle right here would be about a 7x from the breakout point, which would be, take us to about, just on the conservative side, take us to about like 600, 700 million market cap. But if this thing plays out where this whole thing is just a massive cup and handle, or actually, sorry, a measured move of this, I take it back, a measured move of this wedge, it's a 59x from the breakout point. This thing would hit 4 billion market cap. And I can't help myself but just think like this is probably one of the safest plays on ETH at the moment with the best risk return. Put in money today, wait a couple months, hit 4 to 5 billion. I don't see that being unrealistic in this environment. What do you think about this chart, Chris?
I love the chart. You see that cup and handle that was forming was over the course of probably a year. So when you get something like that, that's extremely rare with these types of charts. And you definitely do not want to fade that pattern. And then the last thing I just want to say about Joe, it is a cult-like community, just like you see with SPX, just like you see with another coin, HODL. Those cult-like communities, you're going to see them really strive. There's so many tokens right now. There's more tokens than traders, and now's the time to have high conviction on these projects that build solid foundations. And that's why I like Joe. And I think, to be honest with you, the TA says 4 billion. Bro, I think this thing can go to like 10 or 15.
Oh, I do too.
Really
I think it could go silly numbers, and you have guys like Mustap Murad. He used to be shilling Joe. I think he has a big bag, but he probably stopped. But you know how he is. Once this gets going, I guarantee you he's going to go out of the moon work and be like, yeah, Joe, because he has a bag or whatever. So yeah, dude, in a silly cycle, this could go 5 to 10 billion, and you can get it right now at 54. I think like with size and stability, like there's something to be said about a project that's been around for 2 years. You know it's not going anywhere, and you know it's ready to cook. See, newer projects, there's a lot of risk. On the initial run up, you're good if you get out in time. But you have to worry about once it sells off, how does it react after an 88% correction? Every single project, every single one goes through a 70, 80% correction at some point. All of them. I don't care what, nothing says no. We're just going to go up only. Like, it doesn't work that way. So with these older coins, you can see that. And then the last one I want to show, I actually used to have a bag and I stopped because it was just so annoying. But they've come back, and I can't fade technical patterns. Like, I don't care about anything else but the TA. And this one, let me show you here. Let me just redo this one. This one is called Shiba Inu. Now, Shiba, there were long talks, again, another 2-year cycle coin. There was a lot of talks saying that, oh, this is the next, this is the female version of SHIB. There was ties to Ryoshi and all that. And like, this is going to be the character that marries it, whatever. Depending on how you approach this thing, and again, I don't like this one as much as I like Joe, but there's potential here if it works out. Again, this has been a 2-year falling wedge, not one, a 2-year falling wedge that looks like it's about to break out. And again, we'll see what happens. I mean, there's, clear deviation. Obviously, if it breaks below this yellow line, it's game over. But if this one breaks, and it's at a 7 million market cap, so if you guys like lower cap projects, if this breaks, this will be a violent breakout. Like, you'll see a candle instantly to its previous all-time high, probably in a day, which would be an 8x from here. And then it would just go parabolic. If there's any sort of news, I know they're still working on certain developments. If SHIB says, hey, listen, because Shiba hasn't done jack shit this year, but I think they have to do something. So what if they introduce a female married version of SHIB and the SHIB army starts collecting this one? I don't know, but you know how this market moves. A little bit of news makes it go crazy. And so I'm loading up a little here for that speculative bet. If I'm wrong and it breaks down, okay, I lost 50%. Sure, that's a trade I'm willing to take based on my risk analysis. But this is what you call asymmetric. If I'm right, the sky's the limit from 7, any sort of news. And so I'm buying. And again, if this project was nothing, this wouldn't be consolidating this pattern for 2 years. What are your thoughts on this one, Chris?
I love it, man. And I remember we were talking about how dog coins did so poorly in the year of the dragon, and you can see that reflected on the chart. But now that's the year of the snake. I think Sheena's due for a pump, and with that massive consolidation, I can kind of see an Elliott Wave triangle, a funny looking one. But long story short, I see multiple bullish trading patterns within that chart structure. I think it's going to go crazy, and anything under 10 mil like that and has a community is going to do really well. How's the community holding up for Sheena? That was my next question.
Yeah, it's holding up. I mean, there's some like die-hard people. I would say it's the same as like Joe. It's not like you go in there, it's a party every day, but the holders that are still there, they're showing up every single day to the point of like, you think they're like in a cult. Like, why are you so happy about a coin that doesn't pump? But like, these people don't care. So it's kind of like you have people who are so convinced and convicted. Those are not going to be your sellers. Those that have stayed around are going to be in it for the long run. So you do like to see that, and it's not like a dead room. So I do respect that.
Yeah, love it, man. So I do think coins like this are going to be absolute gems. And with a lot of the meme coins I look at, so many of them have dead communities, but I always have like a little list on my phone of the ones that are most active. And as long as the Shiba community keeps chilling, keeps doing their thing, man, I'm excited for altcoin season. So yeah, man, good stuff. All right, couple last comments. Goo God said TFC is going to surprise a lot of people. Keep your eyes on Alamo. And then the other thing, the power move is to buy more fun ETH, bridge it to Pulse Chain, and then pair it up with your favorite projects. I paired mine with King. Yes, sir. Yeah, on top of that, Morpheus has been building liquidity on Pulse Chain, and you can definitely see that being reflected in the chart. You're seeing a slow price level being lifted. And that's what I like about Pulsion when it comes to liquidity and all that. But I don't want to get too much into it because that's like a PhD level class. Can you please chart Alamo? What happened to the run? All right, I'll do a quick chart on Alamo. That's good with you, Bill.
Of course, bro. Yeah, I gotta probably run in like 5 minutes, so let's I'll chill. I got a stream of Rachel Rose and Quick Swap. We're actually interviewing the Quick Swap team. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep this short and sweet. And guys, please do me a favor. Check out Bill and Rachel's live stream after this. Shout out to Rachel, one of the nicest people on base. She's connected. She's one of the greatest people I've ever had the honor of interacting with, and I really do appreciate her. So good stuff. All right, so I'm just going to do some quick TA on Alamo. We're not going to make this too crazy, but here's the thing about Alamo. When this thing first came out, bro, it did close to like a 500x. So it pumped up 500x, and then now it's going through its correction. So the one thing that really sticks out to me, especially on the daily, you guys probably see this little wick. If I come over here on the daily, it's going to stick out right here. Anytime you have a massive wick to the downside, you always get either a big buyer or a bunch of people buy it up, come back up, and then we get a retest of that wick. So now that that wick has been filled all the way and we get a close right at that wick, that's going to be your make it or break it point with this type of project. Now, the thing that we're looking for is we're looking at some sort of doji tomorrow. So if we close above 0.04281, that's going to indicate a doji. And then the following day, we need to close above about 0.0471. And that's going to give me an indicator that this bottomed out. We're ready for a nice sideways consolidation phase. And that's going to be your best time to jump in. But as of right now, with a type of correction like this, I would just sit and watch and see how the project plays out. I wouldn't pull the trigger and be extremely emotional. I do think Alamo is going to come back. This is a Pulsion play, but it needs to go through its growing pains. Buildable, any thoughts or anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, this is not bullish at all. Literally, that big red candle through that support, like to me, you're catching a falling knife. Like I come from an unbiased point of view. It does not look good. You should let things settle and bottom out. Because you have to understand, like, it's going to take time to get back to all-time high. And so where you enter, it's really up to you. But like, I wouldn't be buying for a while until the dust settles. And that's just my honest thoughts.
Yeah, man, definitely do agree. And, just keep in mind, nothing goes up forever, and every project has to go through growing pains. But those growing pains is what really fortifies the community. So the real question you got to be asking yourself is not necessarily what's going on with the chart, because that's going to take some time and everyone's going to know when it's ready to bottom out. The real question is the community continuing to market this project? If they still do it, I guarantee you it's going to be good in the future. Look at SPX, look at XPX 6900, look at Joe, look at Hold. That's a great cult community. Those all do well. So, all right, man. Well, we're coming at about 8 till. I don't want to hold Bill too long. He's got a very important live stream. My man's putting the work, building connections. Buildable, any last thoughts on this live stream before we shut it down?
Literally lock in next up until the 22nd or so before the new moon is the time to just forget about everything, just focus on the markets. I truly believe if the majors do what it's about to do, and I don't see why not, the next 2 weeks can really change a lot of people's lives. But don't get married with bags, because I think a correction is going to come, and if you start getting into it at the end, you're going to get dumped on. But like just lock in. That's my honest advice. And also make sure to tune in to the next layer every Wednesday, 1 p.m. PST, 4 Eastern, with me and Chaos Chris.
Yes, sir. It's always a banger, man. We got the meme coins, we got the charts. I think, man, we got to do some more astrology, numerology on the next one. What do we think about that?
What's that?
Some more numerology and astrology on the next one. What do you think about
Absolutely. That? Yeah, of course. Always down.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, Bill has awesome wrap up. And like I said, follow my homie at Late Night on Base. Follow me at the Verse 369 if you like meme coins and you're slightly autistic. See you guys in the next one. And be sure to check out the live stream with Rachel and Bill. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
Cosmic tides and chaos rise. Numerology where blood moon lies. The verse power steps out, a dragon's might. Zodiac hums, we fit with pure light.
Crypto storm in a teacup. Feel the surge in your kneecaps. Diverse inspires, let markets merge. Family retires.
Numbers